crafty friends, it's Jess from jesscrafts.com, and today I'm here to introduce the Cat Scrappiness Crafters Essentials Winter Die Set. So with this die set, you will be getting the deer, as well as the trees, 2 snowbanks, and a background die cut. So there you can see those die cut in blacks. Nice detail on those, good silhouette images. As with any Cat Scrappiness die, like a Crafters Essentials die set, you're going to get things that you use over and over again. Here are the 2 sizes of the stitched borders, the sort of stitched winter borders. And you can see they fit perfectly across an A2 size card. You can layer them together to create some dimension to your scene. And of course, again, for scale, there are the trees and the deer on an A2 size card. Okay, so the main thing I want to show you today is how to work with this background die. It's beautiful, but it has a die cut and then emboss function. So when you die cut it, it will cut out the rectangle and it will put all the stitching detail in. But then there's some raised embossing detail, and so you have to send it back through the machine to emboss it. I'm going to show you how to do it today on my Gemini Junior machine, but it will work on any machine that emboss. You just need one of the embossing mats for your particular machine. So my Gemini Junior machine is an electronic die cutting machine. It will make some noise, but hopefully nothing too loud for you guys. So I'm using my sort of standard sandwich for the Gemini Junior, which is this like plastic cutting plate. There's a magnetic and then another like more opaque plastic one. Just sort of just, you know, go to your, I keep my guide. Gemini Junior machine, it tells you how to line up each sandwich depending on what you want to do. So good thing to keep in mind, but also you can just search it. So search for your machine, see what your machine likes to do. I'm going to start by die cutting the background. And in the Gemini machine, you need to put it, the die facing with the, sharp side, the cutting side up. Then I'll feed it through my machine. That cracking sound is totally normal. I never worry about it. If you felt like it wasn't giving you enough detail, there is a metal shim that you can use. You can use it in the Gemini and in a Big Kick or Bug or whatever machine you have. There's usually a metal shim that looks like this that allows you to cut a more detailed die. And the Gemini Junior machine is great for that. You can get your new cutting plates as you need them from Cat Scrappiness. But the machine itself is quite difficult to ship, so not available there. But now I want to tape the die, or tape the die cut, the rectangle, back into the die. And I like to tape it just so it doesn't shift in my machine. I use the same piece of yellow painter's tape over and over till it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't need to be any sort of fancy or expensive tape, but I do find the yellow, which is a delicate painter's tape, tends to not rip my paper. Cutting side up again, the paper, then I need the embossing mat. The embossing mat in the Gemini Junior is a thin black rubbery mat. I have one for my Big Kick that I haven't been as successful with, but again, it's a silicone mat. This one happens to be brown, but it's just a floppy, like rubber or silicone. I don't know exactly what materials it is, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what you're looking for in your pile of, mats and that kind of thing. So exactly the same sandwich. I'm just also putting in that embossing mat, and then I'm going to feed it through. And as you can see, it's just as fast as a regular die cutting machine, but you just don't have to crank it, which works for me. It's a luxury, of course, though. You can do this with your standard. I have a Sizzix Big Kick as well that does the same job. Alright, so now I have the embossing detail as well, and I'm going to try to show you that up close. So I've zoomed in a lot more. You can already clearly see the stitching detail, but I find that it might be easier to see the raised embossing detail if there's a little ink on it. Now, if you're not on camera, you can just see it, and so there is no need for you to ink the background if you want to leave it white. But just in terms of you being able to see here in the demonstration video, I am going to ink it. And I have another one done as well, where as it dries you can kind of see the detail a bit more. So that is a raised snowflake there, or a bunch of raised snowflakes and dots and everything. So I think it's a really beautiful die from Cat Scrappiness, something unique to have that sort of double layer of texture with the stitching and the embossing. It gives you a simple but very pretty and detailed background. So once you fed it through the machine, you kind of already have all this elaborateness without having to take the time to add it yourself. And so I think it will make some elegant, classy holiday cards. So I highly recommend the set. And I will leave you links in the video description below to Cat Scrappiness, where you can pick up the supplies and a coupon code as always. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the Winter's Crafters Essentials dies from Cat Scrappiness. Bye!